People talk about everything these days, don't they? Very little is taboo. Voicing your opinion on everything is encouraged, and you can hear people talking about their love lives, sex lives even, on the bus. No embarrassment. They used to say when I was growing up not to talk about politics, religion, or sex, and now you can't get away from it. When I was growing up, my grandma Alice, used to take me and my brother to the pictures. It was a Saturday club, and there was always a double feature. Zorro was my favourite. Grandma would buy a quarter of mint humbugs and settle in between me and Ronnie, and we'd have chips on the way home. Many of the kids were dropped off at the flicks by their mums and then picked up after the shopping was done. But Grandma really loved the films, and I think she really loved our company. On the way back, we'd talk about the stories, and me and Ronnie would dance around, acting out the shooting scenes from The Lone Ranger. I must have been about 14 and Ronnie 12 when Grandma died. She's still as fresh in my mind today because of the time we spent together. I don't remember my grandfather. I think she must have been widowed for quite a while. I can still visualize her washing line and the mangle. She had an outdoor privy and a coal house, and she wore one of those wraparound pinnies. It was walking distance from our house. We all backed onto the old football ground. And as kids, we were all in and out of each other's lives, hanging out by the corner shop, swapping marbles and collecting cards from tea packets. We didn't grow up discussing our personal stuff. But it's all different now, as Eileen tells me. Eileen's my youngest. George lives in Scotland and works on the oil rigs. No family. Marjorie died in '96 from breast cancer. And Eileen lives with her husband, Derek, and their 3 little ones across town. Losing Marjorie was the beginning of the end for my Grace. She just gave up. I've stayed here, but it's a bit big for me now, this house on my own. It's where we brought up George and the girls. I'm a bit sentimental, I suppose. One thing still seems to be a taboo subject: loneliness. It's still the stiff upper lip topic, the sorrow that dare not speak its name. I've been dwelling on it ever since Eileen consulted me over their plans. Consulted is her word, not mine. The plans are pretty definite. They're moving to Brisbane in November. She and Derek both have skills which are needed in Australia. The children are at a good age to settle into a new school and then get more for their money over there. They can afford a house with a pool, and they can hop onto a plane and visit because the world's so much smaller. But I am Grandad Peter. I had plans to buy humbugs and go to the pictures and live on as a special friend, a cherished, funny, loving granddad who knows how to catch a fish, mend a bicycle, and allows making a mess in the kitchen without scolding. My plans have been superseded, and I'm going to be lonely. But I can't say that out loud to Eileen. It will seem manipulative. George never comes home, and he's only in Scotland. What did Zorro do when he was older and no longer able to defend some small village? The Lone Ranger wasn't alone. He had Tonto. He'd be viewed with great suspicion if I was to try to befriend somebody else's children, wouldn't it? Can you imagine? The Jungle Book is on at the Odeon, but if I offer to take next door's twins, there'll be some eyebrows raised. I shall squash all this down, of course, and put on a brave face so that Eileen and Derek can jet off guilt-free. They'll shed tears, and they'll be genuine tears because they'll miss me. But they're the ones going to something new. It hasn't been suggested that I go too. I'm not sure I'll be granted a visa anyway. I wonder if Grandma Alice was lonely. I hope Ronnie and I made her Saturday special. She was special to me.